episode 2 of our podcast. I'm your host, leskuzzy, and Vinique is my co-host. And today we're gonna get into this real quick because we got business, we have stuff to do. So let's start off. Let's start with champion of the year, and we're gonna start off with the most improved battle rap. Jake Boy Me, how you feel?
Um, it's deserving. So it's deserving. I thought it would go to somebody like Lou because he went from lower tier people to
Uh,
Arsenal and a couple other people, but that's cool.
Next category that won at money was body bag of the year. That went to Real Sick.
That was that's an obvious one.
Next was round of the year. Loso won that round of the year versus Vixen, second round. Uh, other was Denny Myers, Who Am I versus Drugs, and I think that was the all. And B Dot third round versus Charlie Clips. But everyone thought Loso versus Vixen was one of the year. Smack White, J Black. Uh, how you feel?
Um, it could have went. It could have went to BG. It could have went. It could have went to some of the people. I don't know. Loso did that. That was a great round though, so I'm not mad at it.
Okay, better of the year. I don't think you have any problems with Easy versus Chess. Uh, I think that's everyone's better of the year, right?
Easy versus chess, yeah, for sure.
Crucible winner. I know you didn't watch the Crucibles. I did. Kid Slay, and I would say personally, I agree with most of this list. I didn't give you my opinion. It was, but I agree. Crucible winner Kid Slay. I feel like Kid Slay is a great talent. If he has perfected his style on a team. Just don't give him 2 weeks notice. He has said that that's not his style. He doesn't write that quick. He needs more time to prepare for his battles. Uh, but I agree with personally. I feel like he should have won. If anyone who could have won, if I give him like my top three, I would say Kid Slay, Innocent Barris, and Elijah Strait. Those are my top three. Either or could have won. I guess since they were moving that fast, they didn't do as the top two battle for the money. They didn't do that. This that was supposed to be the plan, but it didn't happen. Performance of the year, Sue Surf. One of these battles, he had great performance. So one of them battles got him performance of the year. Uh, how you feel?
I mean, rightfully so, but that could also go to BG for his performance versus Luck, but I'm not mad at them giving it to Surf.
Okay. Now, y'all know we say champion of the year. That was just what the category they were giving up between their whole top 20 discussion debate, 8 hour debate. I would say I watched that top 20 debates, and I was there for all 8 hours. And sometimes I got pissed off. Let's just say it all went. It it was fun. So we say before I get into the top 20, let's talk about Black Campus Media's all, I think, is it all battle rap team. They take the concept from the NBA, the all NBA team. They took it and put it to battle rap. That's what these teams are. So let's start with the first team. The first team is Geechee, Susurf, Romney, Chad, Geechee, Susurf, Romney, Easy, Romney, and Award. How you feel?
respect it. I like it.
The all second team is DNA, Chess, Bill Collector, Danny Myers, KCJ. I think both of us have an issue with this one, right?
Wait, say it again.
DNA, Chess, Bill Collector, Danny Myers, and KCJ. That's the old Black Compass all second team battle rap. I think I would say personally say I have an issue with KCJ on the team. It's not that she didn't have a great year, but the loss to Vixen might have taken her off the team of the second team. To me personally, I would have put Loso on the all second team. It's just me or who else is on here? I'll put
Not mess.
Loso and Luke Castro. One of those two.
Lou should probably go on the third team, but the second team, I think I'm not mad at Loso, but you definitely gotta get DNA out of here. I don't think DNA.
But I feel like DNA had a great year.
What, 2 losses or 3 losses? I'm saying that.
All right.
He was Gary for the first 5 months of the year, bro. We gave him all second team. I'm cool, bro.
Understandable. All right. Then wait. If you say DNA, I think he has only one loss because he beat F with the shot when he started doing the gun bars, when he hit like his whole gun bar thing, no gun bar. I'm pretty sure I gave that battle to Ev when he told Ev the shot. Yeah,
and he had super fight right after that where he got cooked by Vici. He was Gary for the next 5 months.
Yeah, that's probably his one
with
loss. But I feel like yeah, I feel like to me his performance with kids real sick and his performance with King Lost, even though I feel like the King Lost battle is debatable, right? But he did a great performance where I'm not gonna knock him of not on being on the second team. Understandably, I understand your argument. The old third team is Real Sick, Netflix, Fonz, Hollow, 40 Bars. This is where I have a problem with a couple names. Hollow. I got a couple problems with 40 Bars. And I'll say Fonz. Respectfully, Fonz didn't better than much for me to recognize him. They said he battled Ill Will beat Ill Will in the one rounder. I have not yet watched that battle, so I'll give him the benefit of that. He's a great talent, so I might leave him. But Hollow and 40 Bars, I might have to put. I guess 40 Bars. If we gotta get 40 Bars, I don't know who won the battle between 40 Bars and Casey. I was not interested in that battle at all. But I feel like Vixen should be on the all third team. You said Luke Castro on the all third team. There's some big names.
You gotta think out. He only had 2 battles. I don't think he should go on there for 2 battles. Even though, in my opinion, I feel like he could both of them, but it's just you shouldn't go on there.
I feel like F should be on the all third team.
Vixen is missing, and if I'm not mistaken, I don't think you said Easy or Chess, and that's ridiculous.
Yeah. Then the all rookie team: Pestavia, Royalty, Real Name Brandon, J2, and Kidsley. Yeah. Royalty, nice upper comma, very confident. J2, he got the his J2. I'm in the debates because I watched some of these young people I'm cool with the other four. The only one I'm in complete pain, like thinking about is J2 because he lost to Honest and Embarrass on the Crucible. I would have put Truthful. I would have put even though they say Truthful is not a rookie, but to me he's a rookie. I would have put Innocent Embarrass. There's some people up there. MVP. He did great in the tournament. Finalist. There are names over there. Now let's get into the top 20. So I'll say the first 10, 20, 15 to 20 or 20 to 15 and give me your opinion or if you agree with the first five. So 20 T-Top, 19 Jake Boy Man, 18 Luke Castro, 17 Matt Flex, 16 McMarvin, and 15 F. Do you agree with this list so far?
I'm with it.
Yeah, I'm with it.
The bottom two is gonna be duds anyway, so I mean, I'm with it.
I'm with it. But I'm with it in a way of if I understand why T Top is there at 20, I'm with it. Yeah. He beat off. Yeah, I'm with it. Next, a 14 B dot, 13 Bill Collector, 11 Ill Will. Oh no, 12 Ill Will, 11 Tay Rock, and 10 Real Sick. Let's on this one I have a problem with Bill Collector 13. I will probably let me see, who am I gonna switch? You know what? Never mind. I was trying to gonna switch him out, but it will is fine at 12. Yeah, I think I'm with it. How about you?
It will shouldn't go under Tay Rock.
So
Cause I got Tay Rock under him. I got Real Sick can go there, but I don't know if he goes over Ill Will, but it's fine.
so so it will you will put it at 11, Rock at 12.
Yeah, for sure.
All right.
For sure.
Okay. Now we're gonna go from 9 to 6. Loso, Danny Myers, DNA, Chess. Uh, okay. So as I mentioned, Rissick is 10. It's not I have an issue with Danny Myers at 8, but I feel like I would have put Loso at 8, Rissick at 9, and Danny Myers at 10. Due to the fact of Danny Myers and Rissick had a head-to-head, and Rissick clearly won. That's why he won Body Bag of the Year. So this is me personally. It's just principle how it looks like somebody you already beat is ahead of you. It's just me. How you feel?
I'm not mad at that take. Um, yeah, I'm not mad at this one. It's cool. I still wouldn't put him over Danny per se. But I feel like they kind of have like the same year. Honestly, I mean, other than Danny Pudding, like they pretty much had like a parallel year. But this five is cool.
All right. Okay. Now let's talk about the top five. A Ward, Ron Nitty, Sue Surf, Easy the Black Captain, and y'all know the champion of the year. It's Creep of the Year. Creep of the Year is Gitchy. Yep. I have no problem with Gitchy winning it. My it's not a problem. It's a little, let's say, a little disagreement with the list. I would feel like I want Susef should be in the top five. What he did with the 90 days, but I'll put him at 5. I'll pause. Interchangeably between A Ward and Ramnidi. You can put Ramnidi at 3, A Ward at 4, or A Ward at 3, A Ward and Ramnidi at 4. It's up to anyone, but I would feel like Success should be 5. it's just my personal opinion, not everyone opinion. How you feel?
Um, I'm cool with the 5. I'm cool with they place him too. Nitty won the tournament, so that's kind of why he gets 4. Other than that, I feel like he's kind of been just losing or facing people that, he's obviously supposed to be like a Newcastle or who else he faced, Jack Boy.
Yeah.
But I just, yeah, it's obvious that it should be DC. Like he beat Luck. He had an amazing year, won the tournament. He did a lot, bro. Called a nigga Gary for about 6 months. Like it's different. But yeah, it's a solid list. It's a solid list. I'm not mad at it.
Uh,
Where's chess number?
hmm?
What's the chess number?
Chess came in sixth, so it's just outside the top five. But
Oh, then yeah, I'm definitely not mad at that. Yeah.
okay. Now y'all know what we here for. The the topic of the year or the topic of the month, the topic. If you look everywhere you go, you know what we talking about. Midnight Madness. When you're watching this video, Midnight Madness is happening right now. It's when this podcast come up. It's Friday, and Midnight Madness is happening right now as you be speaking or when you're watching this video. So let's talk about the battles that's supposed to be happening right now. So Big T versus Newcastle. Predictions. Who you got?
I got Lou 2-1. He can't go on that big of a losing streak.
All right, I got. Well, this is where we're gonna disagree. I got Big T. Is back in a small room. Yeah, tell me I had to do research of Big T in a small room, and he's dangerous in there. I'm
Yeah, big
sorry.
time.
I'm not gonna bet against Big T in a small room. I saw him versus Susurf, saw him versus Jack Boy Man, saw him versus Twerk in that small room. He gets busy, so I'm gonna um, keep it Big T. Now next one, that's for the men undisputed belt. The next belt on the line is the men's hardcore belt. Snake Eyes versus Nana. Who you got?
I got none. I don't like Snake Eyes too well. So.
This is where I'm gonna say I got Snake Eyes. It's not anything. Well, something against Nana, but not really. Never been a big fan of Nana at all. It's just me. I hear his great performance, but it's just I never been a fan of him. And I is back in a small room. I've never seen Nana in an environment where he might has to. He can rap, but it's an environment where there's only full of rappers, and I've never seen him in that environment where it's just only rappers in the room. Not like there's nobody in the room. There's like few fans in there or a few cameramen. This is only fully rappers in the room. So I want to see him. Like I've seen enough samples of Snakers in those type of settings where I'm confident of in Snakers more than I'm confident in Nana. This is where I'm just going through experience and people in the same room, in the same setting. This is not the stage. This is not like big cameras. This is a setting where it's back in the day setting. So I want to see him in that setting. Uh, the War Dog belt is on next on the line. It's Drugs versus Truthful. Who you got?
I got drugs. I know nothing about the other person. So I got drugs.
This is where I'll say I got Drugs. The last time I've seen Truthful so far, the last two shows of Truthful left the bad taste in my mouth. He choked the best royalty. He choked in the tournament. This I guess it was MVP. So it left a bad taste in my mouth. And please, uh, Truthful, leave the black forces at home this time. Don't do that black efforts thing that you do in your second round. Every time you do that, you always choke. Stop. You gotta leave it at home. I'm just saying. This is the underdog belt. We got J2. We already mentioned J2 versus bad news. This is, I feel like I got bad news. Who you got?
Um, I'll go with J2. I think I said me. It's a 2-1 either way type thing, but I'll go with J2.
No.
I feel like he's done.
And the next, I guess this is the wall of the hardcore belt. I don't know which is which. Who's because I forgot what belt is Shuni going for. So it's Shuni versus Fendi for one of the women's belt. And I guess it's the undisputed women's belt or the hardcore belt, one of the two. I don't know which one, but I would just say one of the women's belt. Shuni versus Fendi, and I think all of us we don't know who Fendi is, both of us. So I'll say I got Shuni. That's the person I know. So I don't know Fendi, so it's just me.
Yeah, I'll go with Shooting.
Okay. As y'all know, we didn't mention the other belt that was supposed to be a co-main event. Shuni versus Xavier has been pushed back. It's now going to be on the Queen's Gets the Money card with Remy Ma. We're going to talk about that later into the episode. But let's talk about now before we get into what happens in spaces where I attend spaces. I do. Like right after I finish recording this episode, I might edit it or I might be in the spaces just to listen, prepare for the next episode. Well, let's talk about. I guess this is district season. So I don't know who started this season, but I feel like it started with Suge because that's the first person I heard. He had district in out there, like 2 districts in the beginning of the year where he was talking about them in the spaces. But this all began. Shout out to Vinique. He sent me the district. Chess set the tone too, and y'all know we gotta play it because Chess was. This is where Chess is a gifted young man. I don't believe he's 22. I feel like he's 33 because
It gotta be.
you can't start
He,
off this as what is his name? Yeah, yeah. You see, I'm looking for it because I was listening to it earlier.
he still has the best diss record out of everybody.
That nigga Chess, hey.
When I heard some of the other ones.
Time to set the tone again on you niggas, man. Fuck all these niggas don't want me to win. I'm only here to get under their skin. Talking my shit cause I want them to spin. Take this how you want, I don't wanna be friends. Fuck all them niggas don't want me to win. I'm only here to get under their skin. Talking my shit cause I want them to spin. Take this how you want, I don't wanna be. I'm ready to shoot a few of these niggas, especially Mook. Rexy the two. Calico sit back, keep making diss tracks, nigga. You might just get left in the scoop. Rapping about shit that you never would do. Me catching you is inevitable. Tucking your tail cause I'm better than you, but you long and.
Alright, Chess. Okay. He set the tone, but I feel like he didn't set he went above the tone. He didn't actually set the tone. He just went and pushed the tone. He went into the tone. He said that was set the tone too, and he went full throttle. Man, Chess, I don't know no problem with you. Anything bad I've said before about you in the past, I take it back. I don't want to be taking shots. You get me shot. So we got, then it was followed by Easy Champion. It was, technically speaking, he was talking about everything. Then then Swamp did attempt back to Easy. Not successfully. He just released another one today, Tuesday. He released another diss track. I have to listen to that one. But the other diss track that I think me and Vinny didn't discuss was Ab did a response to Easy because Easy had some few words for Ab in the champion diss track. and this was a warning shot. Let's just say if your definition of a warning shot, I'll be scared if when the actual shot come out, because yeah, let's just say if let me look for this district, because I want to play you a snippet of Ev warning.
That was one of the ones I don't even remember enough, but I did hear like a snippet of it.
Ev's warning shot is called "Talk is Cheap."
Pushing this order, or the block captain, and finally went from pusher to snorter. Nigga, you dumb hot. One guy on you, don't need to click. Yeah, we was cool, true, but that's stupid. So eat a dick, let's keep it lit. We can call Beasley to be legit, cause on the stage with me, you shave pussy. I'm easy lit. You can pick the place, city, you know. I'm all with it. I don't care about what you talk to them frauds. I'm all finnick. That soft gimmick for the cards, nigga. Your heart timid. I squat in some dark tinted, ready to toss tenant. Any nigga want a gutter rap. And I hope your brother step. Hit the door and tie up scope. It's gonna be sudden death, unless you got that money that you hyping them.
Let's just say it looks like there's a few matches in that you have to be set up easy. Had some shots for Big T. He said he tried to get this set up for 3 leagues in 3 different leagues, and Big T was asking more money than his worth. And he talked to Peep. He said Caffeine didn't want it, so it was supposed to be an app event. And he said, that means no. He didn't want. Easy didn't want to take an app event. He wanted a Caffeine check. I'm just saying. Then the last diss track that was released was Ehad Postable. This was a response to Suge's diss track, and it was shots aimed at Suge. And yesterday I was in the spaces, and guess who's coming outside? The lead creep. We just talked about him. Sue Surf himself. The grandson himself. He said he got a freestyle coming outside, and I'm waiting for that. I'm really doing, because a writer had a freestyle. A writer released another one, and people are talking about that. I need to find way I can find it. I looked for it, and I can't find it right now. So I'm gonna look for it and find it, and we might talk about it in the next episode. But now let's talk about this. So we talked about everything. Now, since Champion did its top 5, and Black Campus Media did its All NBA team. If you had noticed, there was a theme in this top 5. There's one person who's never been stepped on the URL stage before. His name is A-Ward. So the topic started going up, and an individual one now named him in Harlem tweeted it out, said, "Tell URL we are ready to come outside, and we don't want anybody, we want the names. If y'all decide to give A-Ward a no name, I hope y'all ready to bet 10,000 on who y'all got for A-Ward." So who you think should A-Ward be his first battle on URL? I'm
probably gonna be I could be like Newcastle.
He already beat Newcastle. He already battled Newcastle. He already dated Newcastle bad. The losing streak that people are talking about Newcastle is on in a URL, even outside URL. The first person to give him the first loss was A-Ward. A-Ward has beaten most people who are fire on that track on their roster. So they need to give him somebody that he has not battled. I feel like this is the names that we're throwing around. Mike P. The brother Nanan. I guess Nanan got a contract, but A-Ward didn't. The brother. Let me look at the names that the brother. The brother Sue Surf, B-Dot, there are some names that are brought up. This is now the names I'm putting up. I feel like F. Uh, who else is a great? He already better Suge, so he already better Cortez. So I don't know. He has better most of the people that call gatekeepers at URL. Yeah, better bill collectors already better bill collector. So I feel like it's between
Probably gonna be
the
JC.
Geechee for the third time.
I said JC.
JC, what? Okay, let me ask you a question. What can JC do with A Ward? We know what A Ward, what Losa did to JC.
Muscle just had an angle. He wasn't better than JC. Like he didn't pull up and was like just all around better than him. Like he had an angle and people believed it and they liked it.
But
So
let's be honest, JC has not been the same since that battle, man. I don't know, man. To me, when I
uh,
listen to
good
JC, I'm still thinking about that 150 that he still owes Loso, man.
man, 150. Man, yeah, dog.
Man,
I'm not worried. God,
I, yeah,
listen,
I see
JC
him.
to smoke.
Let me look before I even think that what does he's like back in the day DNA. I might say yes, and he already battled JC before. So let me make sure that he didn't battle JC in like. Oh, okay, no, he didn't battle JC. Yeah, I would say I'll agree with that one. JC, what small one or big stage though? Which it depends.
Small room.
Small one, a few people in there. Alright, JC. I like the first like the matchup that they threw out there, Mike P versus A Ward. I like that matchup. Now let's talk about now we're into the way this Twitter Spaces go crazy. I like Twitter Spaces because that's where you find out what's the next matchups that's gonna happen on Midnight Madness. So y'all know Midnight Madness is happening, as I mentioned, it's happening this Friday as you are watching this video. And this I'm recording this episode is getting recorded on the 25th. As you're watching this on the 28th, Midnight Madness is happened or is just happening. So let's talk about the next event that they're planning is supposed to be in March, right? Where that's the next event, and here's some names that we're throwing around, some matches that we're throwing around. Swan versus Snake Eyes. How you feel about that one?
I got that. I got.
They were throwing around Gage versus Kid Slay. Gage is like an old school Chicago rapper who talk that drug talk like Kid Slay does. They talk the same. They have like the same similar talk, like same similar style. It's not like a style clash, but it's like a similar style.
He's good,
Saint
not terrible.
Saint LA versus Elijah Street. I like this matchup. This matchup was supposed to be on the first card, but Saint had a match with King of the Dot sometime tomorrow, I guess. On the 26th, somewhere there. So they were throwing up some names, and I like this matchup. Personally, I like it. And now has some history. Saint is the King of the Dot champion. He's representing the King of the Dot team, Death Coast. And I like Saint. Now, I don't know who's going to win the matchup, but I like Saint. I like Elijah Street. But if I'm going to go strictly off experience, I'll pick Saint to win this matchup. But it's a great matchup. Ferrofino versus Shuni. How you feel about that one?
Wait, you said Farrah versus Shuni?
No, Farrah versus Yoshi. Sorry, I said Farrah versus Shoot.
I
That
was what? That's surprising. Come on, you already know I'm always gonna pick Yoshi. So I mean,
man, you trying to get some
unless
head,
Yoshi
man.
is dead on jazz, bro, I'm always picking Yoshi. Bro. Like
Man,
it's a given.
you trying to get some head, bro. Come on, man. You trying to
Oh,
get some head, man. Just be honest. Just say you just say yay, Yoshi. Yeah, you know
nah,
how Billy gonna say yo Yoshi. Like because show you how to talk to Yoshi, man. Just say it, man. I'm just
Yoshi
saying.
nice. He'd be sturdy on
Now,
that. But
next battle was this was the battle. I feel like it's locked in. They said they're putting the money on the floor. They're putting $10,000 each, I guess, or five each. I don't know. Rosenberg Raw versus Cortez is going to be $10,000 in the floor, and plus whatever they add on the pot. Well, how you feel about this one? I feel like this battle is like the back in the day battle. Like I feel like it happened before, but it never happened.
um, I don't know. Say it again. I'm
Cortez
lost.
versus Rosenberg Raw.
Yes, that's okay. Yeah. I got Cortez, but yeah, it's an old battle because they haven't been like I don't know good or doing anything or in the media for anything for a while. So, but I got Tez. I mean,
Alright. Then next battle will be okay. This is where I can speak on this because I was in this space, Twitter Spaces, and I was. Let's just say we had some crazy things going out there. Cheddar versus Bonnie. Them two females were going at each other next. And Bonnie, uh, Cheddar brought up something that I thought I forgot. I forgot about it. Now when she brought it up, now I can't forget about it. You had a ghostwriter, and she said, "Do you still got the writer on payroll?" You
I think a lot of use ghostwriters. A lot of people say that the women, specifically, will use ghostwriters more than everybody else. But I mean,
yeah.
it's whatever. It matters more that she can perform it rather than that. And her performance is the problem with her. Like, it's never really what she says. It's the performance. Like, she just be looking goofy up there. But
Yeah,
I
and
don't know.
I'm saying so, Bonnie. You see, when people do this stuff, please don't always refer to your battle versus street hymns. Just because you won the money of the body bag of the night, it's still not a good look for you. Because Tweeting doesn't battle the big name females. Yes, he battled Sheena and Farrah, but Luster was his partner. That's why he was undefeated against females because he battled some people we don't know. And the only memorable thing is when Straight Hims did his whatever I'll say antic or whatever you can call it when he switched his clothes and he called himself Boulevard just because you guys still talk about him being a 30-year-old version. I don't know why does that have to do with anything, but okay. But that's the only memorable thing from that battle. I don't remember anything that you said. I only remember what he did. So, and then this was Gotta City's Twitter space. So they were creating Gotta City matches. So then they were throwing around Mike P versus Sharon, Shug, and A and Easy, the captains for Gotta City and Lifelike Shug. They were throwing names. And they said this is lockdown. Shoni, Mike P, and they're gonna make sure this is lockdown. Mike P versus Sharon. But There's one person that's Easy has on his roster that uh Sheik said there's no one he can throw at him because he's scared that they're gonna lose. This because low. I'll be honest. Easy asked Suge who y'all got for Loso, and Suge went through every name, and he didn't have a right person for Loso. So I guess Loso is never gonna have a matchup against any team, anyone from Lifelike. But here's some of the names that we're throwing around. Uh, Easy called out Suge. Then, while he was debating, Suge was talking about Fonz. You know, Fonz is the cop captain of Gotta See. So Fonz came in the space and he was like, "Yo, Easy, what we doing? This is gonna be easy money." So Fonz and Suge started talking. So Fonz and Suge looks like they're gonna get locked in. And Bonnie started talking crazy again with some of these people, these females in Gotta City. So she started talking to 8R14. 8R14 was like, "Let's lock it down." Then Torido and Shayna, because how surprising Torido is part of Gotta City. I didn't know that. Well, I did, but people didn't know that. So Shayna wants Torido to come outside. Then Easy and Bonnie. Then Franz and Easy started saying we're gonna do a back-to-back heist or back-to-back hit against Shayna. So Easy gonna battle Shayna, and right after Easy, this is what they were saying. When Easy beats Shayna, Franz is gonna battle Shayna, and Franz is gonna beat Shayna for money, and they're gonna take all the money and combine it and split it. I don't know how that works, but that's what they were doing. Then Easy versus Drugs rematch. It happened before, but this was a rematch because Drugs was in the spaces. He was minding his own business, but Easy brought him up, and they started talking back and forth. Now I don't know. I watched the battle. After watching the battle, Easy, you're like my top 2. You're like one of my favorite rappers right now. But at that moment, Drugs did beat you. I'll be honest, he did beat you. You were not as now where you are now. You were still a little puppy, yeah. And Drugs did say he taught you the game, and it looks like he did. I don't know how that happens, but Drugs did look like he was teaching you the game. So out of all the matchups, which one did you like? I mentioned.
I'm not really happy about any of them. We go back to the Mike P and A Ward. Well, actually, no, I'm not happy about that.
Mike P and Sharon.
I like that. That one's not too bad. I kind of like that one.
There's another. So this, y'all gonna lie, these females in Gotta City, they are not darking no smoke. They were calling out anybody, and you know who they called out? They called out Shayna. They told Shayna, "You talk too much. You've not been outside for 3 years. Come outside." Cheddar and AR-14, they were going at these females, and they were not hiding from anybody. And my favorite, out of all the Gotta City female, my favorite one so far is AR-14. She is funny in a way. She doesn't try to be funny, but she's funny. She has that Philly funniness of like just being funny without trying to be funny. Because when they were talking, Shayna said, "I like you. You got bars, but you don't want no smoke over here. You know that you don't want to smoke." This was AR-14 response. "I don't know anything. I don't know shit. I don't know what you're talking about. I have no idea what you're talking about. All I want is to fight." Then, you know, Shayna being a vet, she's like, "You want to die in that ring?" And AR-14 was like, "Yeah, you better show me, because none of your females from your group they have not shown me. None of your vets have shown me anything yet." I like that talk. Now let's go. Those are like some few matchups that we're talking about. Then now this is where I'm gonna say something that looks controversial, but is not really. So any space, so as I mentioned, I go in Twitter Spaces. But from now on, if I ever go in a Twitter Spaces where I see B Dot's name and Susev's name in the same Twitter Space, I'm not going in that Twitter Spaces. You know why? These dudes cannot keep it at peace with each other. I don't know why B Dot is like this, and I blame it on B Dot because sometimes Susev is minding his own business. I have to defend Susev at this. We were in guess I don't know which Twitter space. We were in Death Cause Twitter space, right? Death Cause was hosting on Twitter Spaces last Tuesday. So we were just talking, and Susev had mentioned that his hit list this year is only West Coast people from the West Coast. He has something against the West Coast. I don't know what it is, but he did say he has a hit list against West Coast people. And the first person that he said, he didn't mention B Dot, but he said he wants to battle B Dot, right? Because they were talking back and forth. But he said the people that he wants to battle Diz, he wants to battle Password or Pass. And B Dot popped out in the Twitter space. And B Dot started going crazy. B Dot said, I want to beat you. B Dot said, tell Smack to book the battle. B Dot was saying all these things. It went for hours. Like they could not stop arguing. Then I did an executive decision for myself. I left that Twitter space and went to another Twitter space because I didn't want to deal with that. And I went to EFB Court because that's funny. I like that. If you guys have never been in a Twitter space with all EFB members, with Misato, Geechee, and EFB Dot, you need to be in that Twitter space. That's the only Twitter space I recommend you guys to go on every Tuesday. EFB Court, funniest Twitter space ever. When they act like they're in court, that's the funniest Twitter space. So here's some. Susev has agreed to some battles. Susev has agreed to battle B Dot. He said he's gonna make that happen. And there's a battle that's supposed to gonna happen between April and the end and fall, between that time span. That's Susev versus Dre Dennis. And the reason why is I don't know why this is happening. I came in and they were talking. Dre Dennis is the big dog. He's the big brother of New Jersey. And Susev is saying, I want to be that big brother of New Jersey. You have did a good job for the city, but I want to be that guy. I want to be the guy for the state. I want to be the guy for everything. I was like, yo, I didn't know I wanted this battle. I didn't want it, but this is the battle that we need. Because the whole conception that Dre Dennis doesn't choke, Dennis doesn't forget his material, and he's the only one from Jersey doesn't do that. So I guess this is happening, and it's gonna happen on Get to the Garden. Yeah, it's a one rounder. Yeah. So out then we got, everyone knows Woj from the NBA. We got our own Woj in battle rap. His name is France from Let's Talk Battle Rap. So I don't know how he does it. France, you need to tell me how you always in every Twitter space I go in, you're always in there. And you might be in two Twitter spaces at once. I don't know how you do it. You need to tell me how you do that. We need to find out. Yeah, I know you got it. You work with like other people, but you need to tell me, how do you always know what's happening in every Twitter space? Like, how do you know that? Like, I want to know. For real. Because I was in Gata City Twitter space, and you were also in the same Twitter space, and you also mentioned what's happening in Sharek's Twitter space. How did you do that? I want to know. Are you a magician? I want to know. So this is what he posted. He said, truthful called out big collector. Okay, truthful. I like your confidence. I like your whatever. I don't know what to say. I like your ego. I'll get closer to the mic. At this moment, you don't want to know any problems with Big Collector. He's on a path for 100K on King of the Dot. He's on a heist. And he's telling King of the Dot, I'm beating your own people. And I'm taking that money. So you don't want no problems with that. Alright. Then he posted another one. I don't know why this is a topic. YK, Young Cannon. This one I don't need to get closer. I don't call out Saga. Saga he's on banishment right now. He's on banishment. He needs to start remembering his material. So he's banished. The four horsemen, we banished him. He's no longer right now. Even though he's supposed to be the leader, he's on banishment. He's in the dungeon because he's the four horsemen. We don't accept that. The horsemen, we do not accept you forgetting rounds every year, since 2020. We do not accept it. You on banishment. Yeah. If that better happens, I'm still gonna pick YK to beat Saga, just because I've seen YK perform. I don't trust Saga at this point. Every time a good thing happens to him, he always chokes. Since it started when against Mike P, and since then it's been downhill since then. Yeah. So he can't even mention that he's the best guy in the horseman, because A Ward has that spot, Loso holds that spot. I might say Oops holds that spot. There are some people who are doing better than him in a group that he's supposed to be the leader in. I think I covered most of the stuff. Oh yeah, now let's talk about. We covered most of the stuff, but there's somebody also on the Gotta City. Holmes with the God. I don't know how you got on Gotta City. He was never announced. He just said I'm Gotta City all of a sudden. And he said he wants to battle Nana. I don't know how you feel about this battle.
I got Holmes beating them, nothing. But Holmes coming to Gutter City is pretty interesting. I like that. It seems like he kind of made like his own crew of just the younger client that blew up during COVID, and he just put them all on one team.
I like the I like who I don't know. It was Easy's bar when he said, "You call me a COVID baby when I got a shot." Easy's champion district was funny. He was petty, but it was funny. Now let's talk about since we were talking about Twitter Spaces. Shayna and Easy started talking trash to each other. And Shayna didn't like why Easy was calling her out, so she said, I'm gonna get my dudes. And Shayna and Easy said, go get whoever you want, because your top dog dogged me. Meaning Shayna was talking about her team in Midnight Menace, but when Easy was talking Dynamite. So Shayna started to say, well, Mook didn't dog you, Mook is never scared of you, blah 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 blah. This is what I wrote down, Shayna. Every explanation that you tell me, it all led up saying telling Mook was scared of Easy. Everything that you said. Even because you said Mook was supposed to battle Breeze. Understandably. Yeah. But that's Easy. That was not problem with Easy. Easy said he understood why he backed out, but he didn't like the after saying that I didn't need to take you because you didn't do anything for me. And Easy respectfully replied, "I be." He's like, in my eyes, I already be my goat. My goat was T-Rex. That was the person I wanted to battle when I came to battle rap because he was doing the same talk, the same style I did. He was doing it. So that was my goal. And understanding he already battled and beat him. So he's like, from now on, it's just me just to do my legacy. And that was understandable. But when him talking about bad behind my back, I didn't like it. So that's why I said he's scared, he's ducking, and understandable. And Susep was in the middle, was trying to keep peace between both because both of them were going at each other. And Susep said, I understand both sides. I understand the Mook side of the brand. My brand means more than a battle. So I don't give a damn about you. It's my brand. I was prepared to battle this person in that amount of days. I agreed to the battle. A few days later, I didn't like it because I feel like I won't be prepared enough to battle you. So I don't like it. My brand means more. So if I was not ready enough in that certain amount of time, my brand means more. I understand Easy side saying that you said we're gonna fight, we're gonna throw a fade, and you duck the fade. I understand both. So I understand, Shannon. We are trying to stand up for your big bro, Dama, but all I had was excuses, and I'm still gonna say until Mook comes outside, Mook was ducking. From now on, Mook, any battle you're gonna take, it gotta be easy first. It gotta be easy. He's making too much noise for you not to say it gotta be easy. You might take Susef, but it gotta be easy first, or Susef. One of the two. We've been wanting this Mook versus Surf for years, but at this point, no one really wants that battle. And
Yeah, I don't want to see Mook on stage again.
and we all know that if it happens on the stage, Surf is gonna murder you. It's gonna be a recreation of Lux versus Geechee. If you battle Easy on the stage, it's gonna be I know why you were scared. I know why you're scared to battle Easy. Let's be honest. I'm about to be honest with you, Mook. You were standing right there on no when he was barking at your man's T-Rex. And you were on the same card when him and Chess went to war. I know why you were ducking him. Now, let's be honest, man. You knew that he was not going to win. You knew that he was going to talk that talk to you. You know what? Shout out to Easy. I'm wearing Gotta City right now. Young, wait a minute. I'm wearing Gotta City. Y'all gonna say I'm Gotta City. Shout out to Easy. The talk is different. I'm gonna lie. I like the shirt. I might buy another one. I like this sweater. Yeah, Now, what else will we? Oh, now let's talk about Remy Ma. We did say there was a battle that was supposed to happen in Mr. Menace, and Remy Ma tweeted out. This is what Remy Ma tweeted. It's like, I was booking my flight to Midnight Menace on the 28th, and it just hit me that I need that Yoshi G versus Pestavia on the Queens versus Queens get the money card. Susef, hit me up. So it didn't take that much. Susef in an hour, 30 minutes, hit up Remy Ma, talk business, and Remy Ma popped up in the Twitter spaces. And the funny thing, I do research that how many times that these people tweet out stuff, just tweet out. Remy Ma doesn't tweet that much. Remy Ma, the last tweet before that tweet was in November. So this was serious. So Susef, they were talking, and Remy Ma was giving us gems and giving us the reason why she's starting Crown 23. The reason why she started the league, and I feel like she did it. She said when she started coming to battles more with Papoose, she didn't like how most of these females were getting stressed out because they didn't know like the ins and out of business, of like you have to have a credit card to get a hotel and this and that. So she said her her league already has plans to do that. So everyone who's going to be performing on Chrome versus Queens, Chrome versus the Chrome 3, Chrome 23, they're all going to have a hairstylist and makeup stylist. And whenever they're booked and flew out there, they're gonna have, if they don't have a card, there's gonna be a card in the company's name that's gonna like book for the hotel and pay for the hotel, right? And understandably, yes. So she's gonna take the battle, but yes, the battle is gonna happen on that card, but it's also going to be a Midnight Menace battle at the same time. So the battle is just gonna happen in May, but it's gonna be judged by people from Midnight Menace because they want to determine who's gonna take the belt. Right, Yoshi and Pesteva still gonna battle for the belt. I guess I think it's a hardcore belt. I'm gonna be wrong, but it's a women's belt. And there's pictures out there for all the 7 belts. There's one belt I want. There's one belt that we never talked about. Every belt is for teams, but if you're a rapper, a better rapper with 7 YouTube battles and you're watching us right now, you can, and you have a PG that never came out like Cortez or in the vote, you can make it, you can sign up for your for Midnight Menace, and you don't need to be in the team. You can be a one man army, and you can go for the one man army belt. I like that. That belt, I don't know who's gonna be battling for that belt yet, but that belt is there, and there's gonna be a freestyle belt. That freestyle belt is free for everybody who's in the building. You just gotta go and be prepared to battle a freestyle. It's gotta be a freestyle. Emphasis, they say it's gotta be a freestyle. And yesterday, so how you feel about those 2 belts?
I like the freestyle one. It's a good idea. But what if the person wins it and they never,
So
freestyle battle?
yeah, you can. He's also, so this is what they said. They say the freestyle belt is gonna be like on the table. Let's say me and you, let's say I go to, we get invited to the event. It's an invite only. We get invited to the event, and I want the freestyle belt. I can go and say I got this, and if no one wants to freestyle and like freestyle the belt, I can keep the belt. It's my belt, unless somebody said, okay, I'll battle you and freestyle it for you. So, and he said it gotta be a freestyle. You gotta talk what's happening in the room, everything, like you gotta feel like a freestyle, right? And he did say if you feel like it's not for you, stay away from the belt. He said Tay-Rock said it best. He's like, I'm not touching the belt. I'm not going for the belt. That's not me. I don't freestyle. So he's like, stay away from the belt. This belt is for people who can freestyle. He's like, this belt is for the Charlie Cliffs of the world, the DNA of the world, the King Losses of the world, the R416th of the world. Oh, I forgot to mention this. As I mentioned, R16. DNA's tooth, right?
Yeah.
So I was on. It was like a few days ago. Well, it was a whole week scenario. R6. So people were accusing. I was in. It was like one of the days I was in the Twitter Spaces, like at work. Just had my headphones in, like at lunchtime, and people were talking. And Susef was like, "Yo." Someone brought up the topic of whose DNA is tooth. I don't know how the conversation. So people said they'd like put in suspicion, and Susef said his name. He was like, "Yo, I feel like it's no boss." It's like reason why I feel like is that because he called me and he called my mom and this and this. I feel like it's no boss. And some people say that blah 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 blah. Then Alpha 16 was also one of the suspects, and he had said something. He said a sentence, but he meant in a different way. But he said it in a way like I work with DNS too, something like that. Or he said something in his lungs like, "Yeah, I thought I was DNS too," or "When you thought I was DNS too," or "When you meant me as DNS too." He said it in a way. It made him seem like he was saying he admitted that he was DNS too. And he went so people were trying to find who's DNS too, and every time DNS too and R16 was in there 2 hours before, like they say this went for like since 3 a.m. to 12 p.m. almost 12 hours. They were arguing, trying to find out who's DNA tooth. Then the real DNA tooth got some of these battle rapper blocked on Twitter, so they were trying to get DNA tooth. And every time they were sending him a request to be a speaker, he was leaving, and it was getting out of hand. I want to know because they want to. These battlers, they said they want to cancel DNA too. Do you feel like DNA should be canceled from battle rap?
If they find out who he is, yeah, they might be his ass. But,
All right. I think we talked about Bonnie. Oh yeah, we talked about Bonnie giving an excuse. Our last topic. This is not a huge topic, but it's a notable topic. So there's a rapper. Everyone, I give you a quick scenario. There's a rapper, right? If I say Hass is being just cause, the first thing I'm thinking is Miss Hustle. But no, it's not Miss Hustle's battling. There's a rapper out here, a guy named Hustle. And I don't know where he got the name. Did he get it after Miss Hustle or did he get it before Miss Hustle? We don't know. But there's a rapper named Hustle, and he's beating this guy called Just Cause. But there's a stipulation in this battle. So if Hustle loses this battle, he has to change his name and he gets his name added to the Midnight Menace free agent list. I don't know when this battle happening, so I'm gonna. But if Hustle wins the match, he keeps his name, but Miss Hustle gets to get him set up in a battle with a big name because of the connections. So how you feel about that battle?
It's alright. It's alright. I hope he don't lose. Get to keep his name.
To be honest, I hope he loses. I'll be honest. It's gonna be confusing.
Why?
Hassle, Miss Hassle. You know how sometimes we don't even call Miss Hassle Miss Hassle. Yeah, it's only we only have like it's different. Like for example, like let's give you some. If someone comes and say they call themselves Sue, what? Not Sue, like Sue Wave or whatever. Not Sue Surf, like Sue Wave. First of all, you're taking off a name that's already popular, Sue Surf, and you're gonna say call yourself Sue Wave. It's the principle, man. Principle. I feel like it's the principle. Miss Hassel made a name of the brand Miss Hassel, even though people we still call her Hassel sometimes. So yeah, I feel like it's not like I have nothing against this guy Hassel, but I feel like personally he needs to change his name. If I'm gonna say to some rappers, I don't like rappers with the name Little in their name because I feel like they're copying from Lil Wayne. I should keep the same energy for people with people's names that already created a brand in it.
I
Am
mean,
I
I don't
wrong
think it's
for
that.
thinking that way?
No, I don't think it's that big of a deal, but
So I think that does it for this episode. Yep. I got. Hopefully next week we might have our first guest, my cousin. We might talk about how he got. He's a battle rap fan, and we gotta try and find out how. Well, he's an average battle rap fan. He's like those people who watch his YouTube here and there and watch battle rap. We're gonna ask him some questions, and I hopefully he's gonna be here. But that does it for today's episode of the podcast with your boy leskuzzy and vinique. Please drop a like, subscribe if you're new, and leave a comment, a positive comment. Any last words?
nope. Like, comment, subscribe. I'm out.